Ill Sound Radio, we back in the building.
1 o'clock hour, checking in with our guest, man, Kilo the Dreamer and Riecy in the building. How y'all feeling today?
I'm good. How y'all feeling?
All good, man. Thank y'all for coming through, man. We was chit chatting, watching the game, man. The Nets and the Celtics, but we up in here for the interview, man. Thank y'all for coming through.
No problem.
For sure. Thank y'all for having us.
All good, man.
All right, now we always got to start off with the cliche, questions.
So,
Your name is Kilo the Dreamer. Where did the name come from?
Kilo the Dreamer, it came from to keep it short and simple, because I didn't, like you say, I didn't did this a couple times,
Man.
but it came from the kilo part, just a lot of stuff that I went through in life, and it felt like it's a lot of that shit. So it was like, I can curse on it, right?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it's just a lot of it, a lot of stuff that happened in my life. So it's just like kilo. I just amounted that to weight, and then the dreamer part is like, I always wanted to do a lot of big stuff. I knew I was gonna do something big, so it was just like that dreaming part of always, thinking of yourself in the high, and what you could do, pretty much. So it's just that Kilo the Dreamer just all came into one, and then I felt like that was relatable too. I wanted a name that people can relate to, that it's original, but at the same time it's like, okay, well, I could be a dreamer. So that sense of relatability to the fans or the supporters.
For sure. I see here, Kilo the Dreamer, too much weight. I gotta shut this shit.
Yeah.
So you ever said that's a bar from a song?
No, I had dropped a mixtape last year, and it was like I tried to do like my representation of like Lil Wayne when he killed everybody's song, with his mixtape, and his was called Sorry for the Wait, and then I just turned his weight, which was the regular weight, to weight like measurements, and then I just remixed a whole bunch of songs. So I was like, the thing, so much weight I got to carry it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That was just my thing throughout that whole mixtape.
For sure, I got you. What was some of your early influences with music? Was Lil Wayne one of them?
He was, as far as skill set.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like he one of the, if not the best skill artists, because he able to lyrically he able to do all of it, but at the same time he know how to style wise use auto-tune, not use auto-tune.
For sure.
Get on anybody song as a feature and still kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a lot of people they don't sound right on as a feature on that song. You know what I'm saying? So him skill wise, he was one of my influences. I was telling Jaden, Nas was one of them.
For sure.
Just based off, like I like with me myself, I feel like I'm a cool laid back person. I don't say too much, I don't do too much. Just, a lot of people overdo their part, but it's just like, no, I rap, I do this, I got style, I'm laid back, I'm to myself. Right. I ain't into the bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel like Nas is. Like,
yeah,
he'll pop up out of nowhere and he'll drop a hit even now. Like he just dropped his last 2 albums or something like that last year, and it did numbers. Just based off him being him.
He dropping some of his best work right now, ain't he?
Yeah. So, Twista, I like Twista, a lot of Chicago artists, but Twista, Common, just because they actually saying some real shit. Twista, for his skill set to be able to rap fast and it still sound good, because I feel like I be rapping a little fast sometimes on my song. Not intentionally, but like it's just how I rap. But yeah, Twista, Common, Kendrick Lamar, he my favorite. Nas, Lil Wayne. It's different ones too, and then like in a younger generation, like I really fuck with her off the rapping and shit. I don't know him, but like off the rapping, he cold.
Oh yeah.
Meek Mill, he cold. And Lil Baby he been on the tell. Like who don't love Lil Baby right now?
Right.
But yeah. So them some of my influences.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
All right, as far as the dreamer part go, like what was some of the dreams you had growing up?
Shit, when I was in high school, I wanted to be in the NBA, cause like I that was before I even knew how to play. But like D Rose had just came out, and then he was from Chicago, got drafted by the Bulls and everything. So it was like, damn, I want to be like D Rose, like everything like D Rose. But I didn't know how to play. You know what I'm saying? Until I started getting good, and that was on defense. Then after that, then I got my handles. Then shit, I ain't get offense like playing and shit like that until like end of high school, going into college. And then I ain't grow no more, so it was like, nah, that's dead. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to do that. I wanted to be an actor, because I I like my favorite actor hands down is Denzel.
For sure.
But then under him is like Leonardo DiCaprio. Like they raw, you know what I'm saying? A white man and a black man, you know, but they at the top of their game. It's like every movie they in, it's a blockbuster. Like it don't matter if it's low budget or not. Like they acting, the skill set of actually being able to act is good. Where it make you damn near cry when you ain't even like the crying type. You know what I'm saying? Like Denzel got a movie where he literally sitting down the whole movie. I can't remember the name of it, but he got like crushed at the beginning of the movie, so he was like paralyzed.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm
He was like a detective.
Yeah,
or something. Yeah.
But the whole movie he's sitting down
In the bed. Yeah.
How you hold a almost 2 hour movie just sitting down?
For sure. That's your favorite Denzel movie?
Nah, that was just like
one of the movies.
Yeah, like one of them. Like his acting is just like, man,
For
like
sure.
he sat there the whole movie and it's a hit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's cold to me.
For sure.
So yeah, but I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to hoop and just do something big, like own a business, be an entrepreneur. I always been independent, so having that mindset, like whatever I do is gonna be big and it's gonna impact everybody, but I'm gonna have control of it. I always like freedom. Even as being younger, I liked freedom because, like, freedom financially, but just freedom, like, man, if I want to get up right now and just go outside and don't do nothing, don't go to work, don't do nothing without consequences.
Exactly.
Like, that's freedom to me. Being able to have a decision, make a decision, choices, whatever, and just being able to live, you know what I'm saying, without somebody telling you, oh, you got to do this, or you got to go to pay rent. All right, how we got to pay rent? Get a job. All right, how we got to get this? We got to get this job because this is the only one that's really hiring. If you ain't got no real resume.
Exactly.
And then you basically going to work to come home to sleep, to do that over and over,
yep.
just to pay the bills.
Tied in a month.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no end of it. It's like a cycle. So I was just like that freedom to be like, man, financially, but at the same time mentally, because there be so much stuff going on around you where your mind be like consumed into it, where it becomes so big or important when it's really not that important. But they got your mind wrapped into it. So just that freedom, I was like, man, I want to be an entrepreneur, something big where I can have that freedom. You know what I'm saying?
So what do you do to like decompress a heavy schedule? Like when, because I know earlier I was talking to my girl. I'm like, it's cool having busy weeks, cool, but it's like, damn, I ain't been getting that much sleep. You know what I'm saying? So I said I'm gonna make my focus this week on something a little more easy going. But what do you do to make yourself like decompress when things get busy or this schedule is feeling the same? Because you know certain gigs and stuff we gotta work. You know we gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? But what do you do to like unwind after all that?
I don't know. With me being an artist, I feel like just making music, that'd be the decompressing part. Because like last month, I was interviewed, show, song dropping, promotion, all of that stuff, and it was like time consuming where it's just bing, going.
For sure.
And it kind of keep you on edge because you like, dang, I missed this time. Well, I got to do this, I got to do that. And it just be like back like clockwork. But getting to the music and actually just having fun creating the music and doing it. And then I'm still fresh into being an artist, so everything's still kind of fun right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I got to do this. Oh, I'm ready to do this.
For sure.
Where it's like some people, they've been doing it for so long, it's just like, I got to go to this interview. I got to go to this show.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's supposed to be fun. This is something you wanted to do all your life, or at least something that you feel like is a passion. So it don't really get too tiring for me. Yeah, my body get tired, but like mentally, I'm still on the go.
For sure. So how long have you been into music actually? Like how long have you been like in the recording process of music?
For about a year and some now, because I started in I dropped my first mixtape in January of last year. And then from there, it just been going. So like a year and some.
Okay,
it's
gotcha.
what, March now? Just turned March.
No, that's dope.
Only being a year in, like, how have you been able to set up all these interviews basically as a fresh new rapper?
Yeah. And doing it by myself, like, I just been doing it. Just reaching out to people, just letting them hear my music, being vocal. I feel like a lot of people don't, they feel like people supposed to come search for them. Like, don't nobody even know you. Facts. Yeah, you just dropped some music, you did this, but we don't know you. You know what I'm saying? You may be on social media, you might scroll past them, but we don't know you. So if you don't speak up for what you want, like, hit a person like, man, what do I have to do? This is my music. How can I get involved? How can I be a part of it? then they get interested in you based off you doing that, and then they look into you and they like, oh well, shit, we kind of like him. He ain't gotta pay.
Exactly.
Or we kind of like him. Yeah, come on, we got an open spot for you. You know what I'm saying? So just being vocal about it. That's how I've been. I just been having that mindset like I'm gonna go get it. So if I gotta talk to him and figure out, I may not have the money then, or I may have it now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get it. Just being vocal about it.
Being 1 year in, you know what I'm saying? You don't get people with that mind state, because a lot of people, that's some steps a lot of people even like 5 years in don't even do. Reach out, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, especially around here, like pulling a leg almost, trying to reach out to somebody, because I don't know if it's the fear of rejection. You don't want to, what do you call it, quote unquote dick ride, you know what I'm saying, or anything, but it's just shoot, reach out, you know what I'm saying? You never know. Closed mouths don't get fed, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's that like being from Chicago, we get like I ain't gonna say an arrogance to us, but like a lot of people from Chicago feel like they deserve shit that they ain't even put in work for.
For sure.
And that may be everywhere, but I'm from Chicago, so that's why I'm saying it. But like a lot of them feel like, man, I'm making this hot ass music. I'm doing this. Why they ain't fucking with me? Like I say, they don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? But you think that they just supposed to tune in to you. You gotta get out here. You gotta touch the people. You gotta actually be touchable or heard where they can hear you. If they ain't never heard you, they don't never see you. They just see you on social media. You could be fake. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like people, social media is so like glamorized now. But you never see some of these people off social media.
Real talk. I always say you close your phone, a lot of things don't even exist. You know what I'm saying? So, for real.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel you on that, bro.
All right, you got your homie Riecy right here. How did y'all link?
Yeah, this Riecy the Producer. This is my producer. I've been knowing him since like 5th grade, pretty much. But I'm gonna let him go ahead.
Well, my name Riecy, if y'all don't know me. And I'm a music producer from Eastside Chicago. This is like my 7 year doing production.
7 years.
Yeah.
What made you want to be a producer? Because it always amazed me when somebody say they've been producing for so long. It's like, bro, I've been producing since I was 6. Like, how? Right? Why?
Well, actually, I started taking production serious after high school, like doing towards near the end of summer. I'm like, I got my laptop. I'm like, I just remembered like my freshman year in high school going to this studio at the center right next door. And then so I walked up in there, got my membership. Then I see they got a studio. I'm like, oh, okay. I walked in. The head engineer in there, like, something. Do you want to be an artist? I'm like, oh no. I'm like, no. And then he was some, you want to know how to make beats? I'm like, I'll take a shot at that. And then I didn't take it serious because I wasn't feeling the moment of doing this, so I just stopped. And so after high school, I was like, you know, let me do this. So I was taking it serious.
You literally fell into being a producer.
Right. Just walked into some shit.
Man. So, like, what do y'all see in each other as far as the music that make y'all want to collaborate? Because it's one thing to be homies, but it's a whole nother thing to bring both styles together.
Yeah, you can go ahead first. But pretty much it was just like when I first started making music, like he said, he been doing this for years. So, but I didn't know because we had like a little time period where we didn't go to the same high school, and then afterwards I had ended up going to the Army and then college. So when I did come back and start linking with him, it was like, damn, you produce. You know what I'm saying? Then you do music, but I wasn't even doing it at that time. But when I started making music, like I said, he was already doing it, and I'm just like, let me see what's to him, like what he doing, how he doing it, you know what I'm saying? And he had started already working with big names, Herb, Dirk, Pretty Savage, a lot of different little people. So it was just like, not like that oh, this is my homie, I'm finna get on type, but like
nah, it came with straight business.
Yeah, like I came straight ready to work. I'm paying them, I'm doing everything. It's a business, you know what I'm saying? If just because you my homie don't mean I don't gotta pay you. I get a pass on a lot of shit. Like, yeah, of course, homie's gonna slide you a little something, but at the same time, he gotta eat just like I do. So that's how I came in, and I was like, his beats, his engineering, all of that was cold. So it wasn't like, this my friend, he just my friend, it sound good, or maybe, or I'm just telling him that. I'm like, nah, it sounded good. So I'm like, I just gotta get it and do my thing to it, and we keep it going as long as we can.
Ill Sound Radio, we back in the building.
I thought that was a pop. We checking back in with our guest Kilo the Dream and Riecy,
What's
man.
good?
Before we was not before we was on break. When we was on break, the song First Time, it was called.
Phone you out here
First
making
time.
love songs.
It was playing and you was like, what you say? You say who produced this and who was the vocal? So man, I believe you got something to tell us about the story of the song.
So, like this past Valentine's Day, I had dropped my EP Kindle Eyes, but like my birthday on the 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. So I always try to do something for the ladies, like love type stuff.
For sure.
And last year, I had did a mixtape, and that one of them songs came from that mixtape. Mm-hmm. And I think I got that beat off YouTube, but I ended up buying it outright from the person who made it. Mm-hmm. But the vocals on there, my producer was seeing this girl at the time. And we went to like Chinatown. We was in a hotel recording this. Mm-hmm. Like I'm getting it. Like sure. That's why I say I ain't need the studio or whatever we got. We working with it. For sure. So we in the studio and I'm making it, and I'm like, damn, I was supposed to say that part of the song, but I'm like, hell no, that shit kind of corny. It sound kind of gay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she was sitting right there. I turned on. You got to do this. For sure. You know what I'm saying? And she did it, and it was like that hustling flow moment where you hit the table like, sing that shit. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, I put up right in mode, huh?
Yeah, I was like, just feel it. Give you a couple of times, and you just do it. And she ended up doing it, and shit, that was the song.
And she ain't had no musical background, anything like
Nothing.
that?
Nope.
Oh, yeah, y'all just got into
Nothing.
it for sure.
Hey, so you gotta make do with what you got sometimes. Yeah.
And that'd be the best stuff, though.
I remember I took my cousin to the studio. My cousin, he a rapper. He get in there, he get to trying to harmonize. We like, bro, what is you doing, bro? You're ruining the song.
Yeah. And that's like one of my main things. When you, like, for me at least, being an artist is like, I don't got all of that stuff, you know, I don't got the studio, I don't got this X, Y, and Z until I do, but with what I do have, we gotta make it sound good. So if it's the rapping, if it's the vocals, if whatever, if we gotta put a little more time on it, make it sound good, because we already at the bottom. So when somebody listen to us, they already like, all right, it's just another nigga, just another artist. You know what I'm saying? So when they do hear our shit, it's like, nah, this shit kind of sound good. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is good. Like, the quality, what he's saying, everything, it makes sense. Like, it's a lot of famous people that just be saying anything on the track. And then they be like, damn, that shit was kind of dumb. Or it's like weird, but just since they got that name, it don't matter. So it's like, since I'm at the bottom, it gotta be good. It gotta sound good. So I'm not finna force singing the vocals when that shit don't sound right. When I got her right here and she may, you know what I'm saying, make it better. So it was just experimental, but I was trying to get it out. So I'm like, man, let's do it. And then she killed it.
For sure. And a lot of times, a lot of the stuff we go through is always is on the fly, especially like once you're trying to build a career for yourself. You will look back and be like, damn, I really just worked through what I had, you know? Because I remember personally, it was a lot of moments in my life. I'm like, I don't got this, I don't got that, and I simply didn't make do with what I could have made do with. You know what I'm saying? So was that your first instance of like improvising in a moment, or like have you did that several times with your music career so far?
I do that every time.
Every time.
Like every step of the like from that point when I first started doing the music to now, I always be like, all right, what do we have now? What can I do? What can I implement with what I don't have? Like I identify what I don't have in order to make that possible, and then be like, all right, what do I do? What do I have where I can make at least this possible, that possible, this possible?
For sure.
And then that, I feel like it always come down to, like with that song, somebody else, a relationship with somebody else, a connection with somebody else, because then, like, if y'all watch the Kanye thing, like he was involved with so many different people. He had comment on his shit, Most Def on his shit, based off knowing them, and it made this song better. It made that song better. It brought a different element to it that actually made it better. So, but that was because he knew them. That's what he had at hand. He couldn't get with Jay-Z on all his songs. So I got these people right here, and I feel like they good enough. So this what I'm gonna work with. This what I'm gonna do.
The best advice I ever got from a creative, it was Issa Rae. She said, work across. You know, instead of trying to work up, work across. You know what I'm saying? So that's like all four of us in this room. We want to get something done. We working with all four of each other. You know?
Yeah. And that's why I say, me and him, this is my homie, so it make it easier. But we been every music step of the way. doing it together. Like, yeah, I didn't work with other producers that I'm cool with and everything else, and they cold, but they not here at the moment, so I can't get and reach to them. So it's like, we right here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this.
All right, you spoke on being in the military.
Yeah.
Early in the interview, like what prompted you to go to the military?
That was I had got accepted to University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign. Shout out to them. That's my school. I love them.
For sure.
But I had got accepted there, and I didn't think I was. But when I did, it was like, okay, well, they want $35,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm finna get this from? My pops ain't got it. My mama ain't got it. Like, where I'm gonna get it from? And one of my counselors was like, I did the Army, and they paid for it. And at that moment, it was like I knew I didn't want to be in Chicago, or how Chicago was at the time. And then, you know, like, what you gonna do? And that was like the best option, because like I knew I wanted to do something big, but I didn't know exactly how to go about doing it, or which one I'm gonna choose. Excuse me. So with getting accepted there, I was like, when she told me that, I was like, all right, well, that's what got to be done. I'm gonna do it, and I joined. Like right then and there, still in high school, senior year.
I feel. How was your experience in like the military? Was everything, you know what I'm saying? Was it everything you was thinking, or was it something totally different?
No, I never thought, like, you would think it'd be like the games and shit, but that ain't true, because we ain't never always at war, or you ain't always gonna be put in them situations. So when I went in, like everything that I do, I don't have no expectations. It's just like when I get there, I'm gonna see what it is. That's just me in life. Cause you never know. Exactly. Like you could think it's this, or you could have a somebody you look up to, and then you meet them and they ain't nothing like you thought. But that's just because you put your expectations up.
For sure.
So when I got there, it was just like the movies, like drill sergeants and them screaming at y'all. But that was just the training portion.
Right.
Once you got past the training portion, it was like a regular job, everyday life. Like they respect you. Y'all here doing what y'all do. They done trained you up to the point where you know what you're doing at your job, and y'all doing that. You know, be here at this time, and we getting this stuff done. It was just like clockwork. But I'd say for me specifically, it was some racial like discrimination going on with me and another person. But I'm just talking about me within being in the Army, which made me like, I ain't fucking with this. And that was just for that location. It ain't the whole Army itself or the whole military itself, but that's where I was, and that's what was around me. And it was up the chain of command where it was like, this person that's doing like racial discrimination, I go talk to another person and he riding with him.
Right.
So it's like, shit, y'all both don't fuck with me.
Right.
And I ain't doing nothing wrong. It's just racial. You know what I'm saying? And that's when it really turned me off, because like I say, when I'm already at the low because I'm coming in, but y'all, that was a sergeant that did whatever to me. Not did nothing to me, but like the altercation. And then it kind of like turned me off, like, man, fuck this shit. Like, I had worse shit going on in Chicago, you know what I'm saying? But that's more like a person talking to you with authority and you can't do nothing about it. Like, I don't like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no kid, I ain't no child. It's a respect factor, man for man. I don't care about the age. And then it's just a certain way that you treat people anywhere it go.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if it's a kid. I'm not gonna yell and curse at a kid. And that, you know, I'm older, so I don't really give a fuck. But like, I ain't gonna do that to a kid, because that's a kid. You know what I'm saying? A dog, a cat, animal, it don't matter. They still feel. You know what I'm saying? So when he did whatever he did, racially, that it was like my first real hit of like racial injustice type thing. And then I couldn't turn to nobody above him within that certain our company, which was like, damn, like I'm just fucked in.
Right.
It's just like, you know. So the Army itself, it is what it is, but that for me specifically turned me off.
Right, yeah, most definitely.
What was your college experience like? Because a lot of people, they go to college to party, you know what I'm saying? And some people go to college to build connections. So like, what was your experience in U of I?
Man, U of I was fun. Like at that time when I was there, it was like #1 party school. But like it was so different for me because like it was so many different people. But I'm used to being in Chicago where it's like majority black, if not some Mexicans. You go downtown, it's white people.
Right.
But these is like people from, you know, this is a Big Ten school, so we got people from around the world that's coming here. Chinese, Asian, ethnicities that's Asian, but they ain't Asian, or Chinese, you know what I'm saying? Vietnamese, and then all different types of white, European, all type of stuff. African people, Nigerian. So it was a whole bunch of different perspectives, and like the real university lifestyle is so different. Like, yeah, you go to school, you go to college. I mean, you go study and you doing all of this, but like the way everybody carried themselves, the way they dressed, everything was different. Aside from the black people that came from Chicago, you know what I'm saying? That's like, okay, I know Chicago people.
Link up.
You know what I'm saying? So it was fun, and then like we had like black programs at the school because it's a PWI, so you know black people had to create our own stuff to stick together. But it was ultimately fun. It was just like at times it's like that fish out of water feeling because I'm like probably like one or two of the only black people in that class, and I was doing like a psychology major thing, so it's like not too many black people in it. You know what I'm saying? So that was only like the thing where it's like every time I'm in it, I gotta be like super extra smart. I gotta be overly doing it because I am the only black person. I got to stand up for us. But then at times that take me out of just being myself because now I'm trying to prove something rather than just doing my work.
For sure. Did you experience any like anything like racial profiling, anything at school? Because a lot of times when we had a predominantly white what you call it major, they kind of like edge the black people out. It's meet with a counselor. It'll be like. Oh, you sure you want to do this? Keep asking you. Like, you sure you ready to be an engineer?
Like, you can't make your mind up.
Yeah, so, like, did you catch any, like, racially edging situations in college?
No.
For sure?
Not really. I really feel like my psychology teacher, she was pretty young, but, you know, she was old enough to be a teacher. But she was fucking with me. Like, I don't know if it was because she liked me as a person or as a black man or just really liked me, wanted to fuck with me type shit, but, like, she was cool. Like I had overslept one time on a psychology test, and I'm like, damn. I come in, it's already late, class about to end, but I'm like, you know, when you wake up and you forgot some shit and your heart racing, and you like, damn, I gotta. And she's like, man, just come to my office, and you could do the test right there. I'm damn, I could do that.
Oh yeah, she
you know what I'm saying? And I went in there, and I had all the time in the world. She was like, don't worry about it. Everybody else had that hour of class. I'm in there. Past that, and she still like she ain't giving me the answers, but she, you know, she fucking with me. So I'm like, nah, she really cool as hell. I don't know if it was like they was trying to be overly supportive of black people because we in the PWI or whatever. Yeah. But just based off how she was fucking with me. So I'm like, nah, I ain't. Aside from that, I ain't really had no like racial thing happen in college.
Yeah, for sure. That's good though.
What would you say is one of the big things that you learned from military and college, is going through those experiences?
Well, first off, like, college is easy. School has always been easy to me. It's just a lot of memorization. Like, you got to remember. Like, you ain't even got to math. Remember this formula. Put the stuff in. You know what I'm saying? And then English, history, everything is just remembering and actually writing it out at times. So school was easy. The thing that I learned from school was that, like, to figure out what you there for. Like, a lot of people go to college and they there maybe because, you know, that's the best thing to do, or somebody told them to go to college or whatever, but they're not actually there with a end goal. Excuse me. And I feel like a majority of them is like black people because we go to college, but it's like who actually prepping us to go to college? It's like prepping us after college. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can go to college, but once you leave there, what job you actually gonna get? What you gonna do with this career? You know, this degree and all of that. And a lot of black people don't have that system before they even get to college. So when I was there, like I was undecided rather. So I didn't have no major. And it was like, all right, nigga, what you doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, you going to getting your gen eds done, and you probably take this acting class or this little psych class, but what you doing? What you trying to do? And I feel like for college, that's what I learned from there. Like, what you actually doing in life. And I take that with me to this day. Like, all right, what are you doing this for? Sure. Is it something that you want to do this and this and this for the next steps? Or is it like, what you doing? And then the military, that was just like I always, like, the shit that they make you stand on, like discipline and all of that type of stuff. Like, that got ingrained to me because it was like, it gets shit done. A lot of people don't be standing on, like, actually getting shit done. And they don't have like routines and all of that. Like, everybody gonna do it on their own time, but if you're not disciplined, if you're not consistent, if you're not none of that, that shit gonna end up falling apart. Any business, you know what I'm saying? Any basketball team, any sports team, anything you do, if you don't have like the basics of the shit, like respecting and discipline and all of that, like your business ain't gonna be too successful. So I took that with me, like, man, having that organization to yourself and discipline and the way, basically the way to carry yourself in whatever you do, business, music, whatever, that's what's gonna help you in life. And whatever you do, you can apply it to anything.
Real talk. And even if you don't mess with a certain thing like a college or a military, if that wasn't really your future, you know what I'm saying? You still got skills that you could take out of that, like discipline. You got the routines, habits, and everything. Sometimes it'd be hard to break it, and that can actually help you. You know what I'm saying? Down the road, even 10, 20 years from now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yo, it's your boy Biko. Make sure you head over to the Apple Store and Google Play Store and download the iLLANOiZE app right now. From there, you'll be able to stream iLLANOiZE Radio live every Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m., as well as stream podcasts, watch interviews, check out the latest news, and so much more. So head over there to your App Store and download the iLLANOiZE app.
Ill Sound Radio, we back in the building.
Back in the building with Kilo the Dreamer and producer Riecy, man. Now you dropped 2 EPs in 2022. I think I just overheard Jay say two in 2 days?
1 day apart.
1 day apart.
Yeah.
Probably not even that, depending on how quick
Right,
those
the time.
uploaded.
How that come about?
I basically was trying to drop them on the same day, like a double EP release. Like, yeah, a person could be like, why you didn't do a whole album? But I was like one of them, like it was, my birthday was on the 13th, so I wanted to drop something for my birthday. And then, like I said, Valentine's Day, I wanted to do something for the women. So I dropped them. They were supposed to drop on the same day on Friday on 11th, so people can like stream it the whole weekend. But, you know, black people, us, we didn't have it ready. But it ended up falling on the days that it was supposed to. And that's how they came about. But I wanted to do a double EP release to like hit them with 2 different styles of music. Like I say, like I feel like the top artists are skilled, they versatile. So I got some, like, they ain't R&B, but some R&B type tracks. Sure. And then the second EP, like the first one is called Kilo Dreams. The second one for the Valentine's Day, that one called Kindle Eyes. That one I got 3 features on there with 3 other artists. And I wanted to, like, now going into this year, I wanted to start doing a lot of different songs with features. You know what I'm saying? To expand myself as far as audience wise, but for the other artists too, where it's like, okay, if I'm getting up there and they not, I know how it was when I was starting and wasn't nobody fucking with me.
For sure.
And then vice versa, if it's somebody higher than me, you know what I'm saying? It's always somebody higher than you. So if you reaching out and you on songs with different people, it gets you out there and it get them out there. And then I'm trying to do like a lot of events towards the end of the middle and the end of the year, where I bring a lot of artists that I do work with out for different events. So it's like like for one thing I got planned, I don't know how soon, but like a little comedy thing. I know some comedians and stuff, but like how they Shaq did, where he had like the All-Star weekend shit. Yeah, so now the comedians gonna like go in on us, right, the artists. But then at the end of the show, you know, the artist gets to perform. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you bring the people that's coming out for the comedy and stuff like that, but then they also get music. And then with me working with different artists, it ain't just like all drill music. Like I be saying, I got some stuff for the women. I got some stuff over here for this and this and this. So it's like, all right, you get a variety of different artists and sounds where you can actually enjoy music versus all the whole night is just Lil Durk.
Rah, rah, rah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just kill. Like, we don't want to hear that. You know, you got women, different ages. You got men, different ages. Couples. You know what I'm saying? All types of stuff. Young people. So it just, that's like what I'm trying to do. But yeah, I dropped both of them back to back just to let people know that I can make some good shit and have it versatile, but I can hit y'all with it at any given point.
Hey, you can never go wrong doing it for the ladies, man. They are the biggest supporters. They are the biggest supporters. But whatever you got to do for them, man, do it, because they gonna be the ones to get you, bro. Always. They
rapping it harder than the niggas.
For sure.
You got to get the events in before Lori lock us down again, bro. They done let the chains off, man.
I ain't even scared no more. She keep putting them up, taking them down. The people gonna end up making the decisions in the end.
For sure.
Now, only being in the music game for a year, well, actually making music for a year,
Yeah.
you dropped 2 EPs that was supposed to be on the same day, showing different styles that you have. Do you walk around like you got a chip on your shoulder? Like, man, I got to show people I can really do this?
Yes, and part of that is, like I say, it's gonna be somebody that don't know me. So whatever song they hear, with that first impression, it gotta be something good. Where it's like, okay, now fuck with him. He interesting. Let me dive deeper into his music. And I like this. I like this. Oh, he one of my favorite artists all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I carry like a chip on my shoulder because it's like, man, don't nobody know me. And if I want to get it, I gotta put in the work.
For sure.
I got to. It ain't gonna happen no other way. Like I don't know who it's happened for easy like that unless they like already connected to somebody. But like it's not gonna happen. And I don't think that's in any field. They don't respect you. You gotta come in with that dog already and keep it going while you don't let up. Where it's like last year, I 3 mixtapes, like 4, 5 singles. Then this year 2 double EPs, and then I dropped like a single like December 31st. So keeping it going. And I was gonna do something this month, but I'm like, nah, I just dropped 2 EPs, let me focus on those.
For sure.
But just keeping them coming, but at the same time, like I say, having that good product,
right,
where it's like no matter what, it's good.
Real talk. And now with radio airwave, you never know who out there listening to you. So
Yeah.
if it's a listener out here who probably tuned in right now, get them 2 songs off both EPs so they can tune in to check you out.
Well, a lot of people now they like to be lit, they like to be turned up. So off my Kilo Dreams, like the first song, they should listen to that. That's from the rack. That's just like my lit song to get the EP going.
For sure.
But it's hard though, especially for Chicago. And then on my Kindle Eyes one, I say, look, I want to say all of them. I say listen to Love Location. That's me that's one of my songs on there that's by myself, but
Produced by me.
Yeah,
For sure,
produced
for
by
sure.
him. It's
Talk
hard.
shit.
You see,
For sure.
don't forget me, nigga. But that's hard. Both of those songs right there hard. Like if you just came across it, you'd be like, damn. You know, the other ones you kind of, if you like this artist, you like that artist, you like their style. That's kind of, something that is optional. But when you hear both of them songs, it's like, damn, this shit hard. I don't even know who this is, but who is this? Like, this is hard. So yeah, on From the Rack and then Love Location.
For sure.
All right, now before we get out of here, tell everybody how they can get in tune with you, stay in tune with you, and find everything you got going on.
On all my social medias, you can find me at Kilo the Dreamer. It don't matter what you put me, Google, Apple Music, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, Snapchat, Twitter. It's Kilo the Dreamer. You can find me on there. And I got a lot more coming.
For sure. Let them know where they can find you, Riecy.
All right, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter or at Prod by Riecy, PROD by Riecy. It'll pop up, and then my Facebook, Riecy Beats, and also got the business page, Riecy The Producer.
For sure. Make sure y'all get into them, man.
All right, Jimmy, talk to the people.
All right. Hey, shout out to Kilo the Dreamer and Riecy coming through, man. This is my first time meeting y'all. I could say we haven't talked much, Kilo, but you've been persistent, you know what I'm saying, on my IG feed. So that's one of my favorite parts about actually meeting somebody through radio, see how they working before I actually meet them, you know what I'm saying? So it lined up right away. So this was my first time meeting you, Riecy, as well. It's been a pleasure. Yep. So y'all keep up the good work, man. I know y'all got a good background already in a short amount of time, long amount of time for however long y'all been hustling. But keep up the good work, man, for sure. It was a pleasure interviewing y'all.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
For sure. And hey, make sure y'all follow Ill Sound Radio, ILLSOUND Sound Radio, only on iLLANOiZE Radio every Sunday, 12 p.m., 2 p.m. Make sure y'all get that iLLANOiZE Radio app, man. We streaming music 24/7. Submit music to the radio so you can get in our stream 24/7. You never know when we gonna play you. So hey, follow iLLANOiZE Radio also as well, and follow me at Groove Nuke, GROOVNUKE. And Jay, what you got to say to him?
Man, once again, salute both you fellas. We got Riecy to talk, you feel me?
For sure.
But man, shout out to both of y'all coming through, sliding, chopping it up. like bro say, you've been grinding, bro, and a lot of people don't understand the grind. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's no such thing as oversaturating yourself.
For sure.
Because it's always gonna be somebody out there that has no idea who you are. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody in here went platinum yet. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, hold on. Somebody did though.
Oh damn, Reese, you got platinum you got platinum plat.
Yeah, I went platinum in 2020.
Hey, you gotta talk about
right.
it, man.
You can't just say you went platinum. Now you gotta tell us the
That's
record.
that Pretty Savage and G Herbo.
Pretty Savage and G Herbo. What?
Yeah, her album has like being download streams, so I'm like, oh, that's platinum right there.
Oh yeah, that's dope. Hey,
Man,
congratulations
well,
to you,
yeah,
then.
3 of us ain't platinum. My bad, bro, my bad.
He really famous. We under him.
God, we trying to get on your level,
Hey man,
bro.
shout out to you. We need some horns for that one.
Right.
I gotta be quicker with the board.
For sure, we
Quicker with the
straight.
board. But man, once again, shout out to both of y'all fellas. You feel me? Because a lot of people don't understand the grind that it takes to, you know what I'm saying, get to certain levels. And every day is a challenge, you know what I'm saying? It's 365 days in a year, you know. You got to work at least half them babies, you know what I'm saying? At
More
least.
than half.
Man.
You feel me? The grind don't stop, you feel me? So once again, salute both of y'all fellas. Go get both them EPs. I'm going to check out both them EPs. And until next week, man, it's Ill Sound Radio.
Signing out.
Go.